All right, good morning everybody. It's Marion and today I'm here to do a little bit of a get ready with me video. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, then stay tuned. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for always, All right, let's try this again. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate all new subscribers, and to my tried and trues, thank you for always stopping by also and supporting the channel. It's been a while since I've made a video and I don't know why. It's just I have not had it in me. So here I am and we're gonna go and we're gonna get some makeup done today. All right? Okay, so hang in there with me while I adjust my camera. Okay, I think I have my adjustments made, and so let's get started, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna put you back there. This is a shirt that I purchased way back when I was doing my clothing hauls and stuff and subscriptions. So I thought I'd wear it today because it's kind of pretty. It's springy and certainly needs springy today because it's so dull outside. Let's see if I can turn you around and show you how it is out there. Look at that. It's gray and cloudy and hot and muggy. And yeah, so anyway, that's it for that outside. So let's see, what I'm going to do first is put this on. I've already washed my face and now I'm going to put this El Maquillage primer, makeup primer on first. I kind of, and that's what it looks like when it's on your fingers. I've kind of toned down my makeup application a little bit because I don't, like I told Nate, I don't want to be an old lady trying to look like a young teenager or whatever. But you know what? Before I do this, I want to show you what my makeup routine is before I apply makeup. So hold on and I'll go get my stuff. Okay, so when I was younger, like in my 40s, in my 30s, I didn't do any kind of skincare routine, to be honest with you. I started in my 40s and I was doing, oh gosh, now I can't think of the name of it, but I did Pond's cold cream. I did that like because my mom did it, so I used her routine when I was in my 30s, and I didn't really do a daytime, a nighttime, and all that. I just did it once in the morning, and that was done. And yeah, that's a shameful thing to say, but that's the truth. So hold on just a second. I gotta remember this other stuff that I used. Okay. I figured it out. Oil of Olay was what I used in my 40s, 50s, 60s, and it wasn't always every single day, but I did buy that and I used it. Then I got introduced to Melaleuca. As you well know, I have done a lot of Melaleuca unboxings and whatnot, but I got into this Sabella Wellness Inspired Beauty Makeup Remover. And it's balm to oil makeup eraser, and it is the best I've ever used. It takes off all of the mascara. It doesn't get in your eyes. It doesn't give you any hurt your eyes or anything, and it's so smooth and soft. I love it. And it's like an oil, but it sinks in and it doesn't like lay on top of your skin. It's really great. I did buy some Pond's cold cream when I was on the cruise because I had forgotten all of my creams when I went on the cruise. So how do you like that? And then so I bought some Pond's cold cream, and I use that occasionally when I need to get mascara off, and it doesn't come off with this, but usually it does. It's really good. And then this is the Sabella Advanced Microbiome supplement. It's epidural perfector cream, and that's what this looks like here. And that's what that looks like in there. And I use that after I do my face with the makeup remover. So those two things I do pretty faithfully. And then I do also have the Sabella Wellness Inspired foundation primer. So, but I go between the two of these. I like them both. So that's what I do there. Oh, okay, let's get on with it. So this makes your face nice and prepared for your makeup. I've got a lot of brushes here. I usually don't use a brush when I put on my makeup. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But here's what I do. This is the House Labs. This is Lady Gaga's stuff. I'm trying to get rid of it. I like it, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to get rid of it because I want to go on to something else. And I just put a dab, and then I just put it around, especially around my eyes. And I don't do a whole lot of foundation. I found that at my age, with the creases that I have, and I'm not going to say wrinkles, I'm going to say creases, most makeup gets in there. And I know there's a makeup out on the market now that is specially made for seniors or older ladies, but before I use anything else, I got to get rid of some of this stuff. So that's what I do for that. Very light application. Make sure I get it all my nose and around, and I don't usually put it down on my neck, but oh well, I do sometimes, not always. Next up is what I do is my eyeshadow. I do some eyeshadow. I have the Sabella, no, this is Smashbox that I use, and I have, it's pretty well used up, but I usually use this color right here for my lids. And I don't do the whole lid. I dab it, knock it off, and then I just kind of tap it on. And I don't bring it down, I kind of bring it up. And then I go in the crease a little bit. Just because it drags your eye down. And ladies of age, we don't need our eyelids dragged down. They're dragged down enough. Let's see. What I was going to tell you. Oh, yeah. So, yesterday I went for my MRI because you all know that I have this growth that's sort of on my spine. It's in between my spine and I don't know, whatever other structures are back there. But it was growing towards my spine, and the doctor wants, the neurosurgeon wants me to do an MRI every year. So I've had, for the past years since I've been here, I've found this really good doctor. His name is Dr. Bambus in Cleveland. And that's about an hour's drive from here, but every year I do an MRI. So I just had one done yesterday, and in order to get me in that tube, they have to give me Valium. So I take Valium 10 milligrams before I go there, and then I'm good to go. I also take Tylenol, which Tylenol makes me very sleepy. And I'll tell you the reason why I was taking Tylenol after I tell you about the MRI. Anyway, so we went and got the MRI, and then I got the results this morning. Even before the doctor calls me to give me the results, I get them on my UHC portal. Yeah, portal. patient portal. So no new growth, just to make it short and sweet. No new growth, that's what I've been praying for years. No new growth or to shrink it. So thank God it's no new growth. So what happens if it does grow, it's growing towards my spine. So if it hits my spine, then I will know, because my legs will give out from underneath me. I will get, they will be numb and I won't feel them, and I will be incontinent and that kind of stuff. So that has not happened. Praise the Lord. So there's no new growth. So that being said, this past Sunday, I was out taking out some garbage, and I went, you have to see, well, I'm sure that you've seen videos of our yard. So our yard is flat, but then there's a slope, and there's some rocks there. Well, I was taking down one of the flowers that have died, and somehow slid, ended up from the grass to the concrete on my knees. Nate took me to the ER. Nothing's broken, thank God, but I am so bruised and so sore. My whole body, from the way I fell, trying to absorb it. So my shoulders, my arms, I've got a little pinky issue here, and my hand here got scraped up a little bit. But for the most part, they took the x-ray. I just have a bad contusion, both knees, but my right one especially. So for a lady my age, I am very, very fortunate that I have good, solid bones. Thank the Lord for that. So I am just recuperating, but that's why I was taking Tylenol yesterday when I went to get the MRI. Tylenol and Motrin both put me to sleep for whatever reason. So I don't need sleeping pills at night. I just take a couple of Tylenol and I'm out for the night. So I don't know what it is that it does that to me, but it does. So anyway, I had the Tylenol and the Valium in me yesterday, and I was good to go. I slept most of the day. Anyway, that's my story on that. So getting back to the eyes, now I'm going to put a little bit of this cream up here just to lighten that up a little bit. And that's this color right here. Right there. That one. And sometimes I'll put it in here because this is pretty dark on me, my inside eyes, and down here too. But I usually have some under eye. Now this one looks a little bit better. This one's a little darker. I do have some concealer, and this is Milani concealer. I had some other concealer also. This one here is, I can't even, I'm not sure what this is. I can't see it. Maybe if I put my glasses on, I'll be able to. Let me see. Oh, Garnier Active Clearly Brighter. I guess, yeah, so it's Garnier. So sometimes I put that on. So let's do a little bit of that on this eye here. Doesn't really work very well. I don't see any concealer that really works that well. I'm just going to use this little brush to brush it on here. But yeah, I don't think it works that great. Kind of looks like it makes it worse. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just leave that the way it is. That's all the eyeshadow that I use for that. Then I have an eye curler, of course, and I curl the eyelashes just because it gives them some definition when you put your mascara on. I don't know what kind of eyelash curler this is, but it's not that great. But I use it. Anyway, where else? Oh, let's see. First, I wanted to also put on a little bit of this Milani powder to set the foundation. Just go around a little bit. That's that. Okay, so back to the eyelashes. I do have this, and I'm running out of it. Voluminous Revlon, I believe it is. L'Oreal Voluminous eyelash primer, mascara primer. And I think I need to get a new one because it's getting low on the goods in here. So I just put a little bit on it just to give a little thickness. And the mascara that I'm using is a combination. And I told you this, I think the last time I gave a review on the mascara from Dramatic Impact from Sibella from Melaleuca. Sorry, itchy nose. But first, I have a little bit of eyeliner. And this is just LA something. I'm just going to put a little bit under my eyes here. I don't put mascara on my bottom lid. I used to, but not anymore. And the reason is because of the lines underneath the eyelashes. They grab that mascara and then you've got the whole black eye thing going on, and I'm just not up for that these days. All right, so this is the Dramatic Impact, and this is a very, very thick brush. As you can see, it's very, very thick. So I just go over the eyelashes really, really lightly. And fortunately, this is getting low on product also. But that's a good thing because it comes out sometimes in big globs, and then you've got to smooth it out with your spoolie. So that's what I'm doing here. Just kind of putting it on. And it really does give your eyelashes that dramatic look. I'm going to put a little bit more on. I try to get right to the root of the eyelash. But sometimes you get that glob there and you don't want that. So then I take my spoolie here, and this is a Great Lash by Maybelline, but there's nothing in it. So I just kind of smooth it out, fan out the eyelashes, and that it gives them all an equal amount of product on your lashes. So that's what that does. And then I just fan out the ends of the lashes. And that is that for the eyelashes. Tomorrow, I go have laser on this right eye. And they say that I can dry myself and everything, and that I don't know how that works. I've never had laser surgery on my eyes. In August, I'm going to have the cataract removed from this left eye. So that's when I will not be able to drive myself. But tomorrow I can. But Nate said he's going to take me anyway, just in case. So I'm good with that. All right, so that's that. And then next, what I'm going to do is I have this kind of a square brush here. And I have this Sabella, what do you call it? Blush. So, and all I do with that is I just dip that in there a little bit, knock it off, and then I kind of go over it like this. Because I don't want to be that lady with big pink cheeks. So then I will take this brush right here, and I'll go in with the house, and this is a shiny, what do you call it? The shiny thing. So then I'll just kind of blend it in with the blush. And then that gives you a nice, and then I'll take another brush and I'll kind of blend that again because I don't want it bright pink. But I think that is, and then I have this lipstick that I use, and it is called Cuban. And all I do is a little of that just to give it some color, give me some color. And that, my friends, is it. And if I'm not doing a video, this takes me about 7 minutes. Zippity doo dah. Done. Take this off. Get my hair. That's the great thing about short hair. You don't even need a comb. I do have one now. So I just comb it here. I have not put any product on my hair. Only when it's like really crazy and I don't want to wet it down, then I'll put some hairspray on. But that's that. And I hope you enjoyed that. I don't think there's any other, our RV. Okay, let's talk about the RV for a little bit. Let me get this put away. So we took the RV, first of all, you know that lately our generator has been giving us problems in the RV. So Nate made an appointment to take it in and have it looked at. While it was in there, well, first of all, he tried to de-winterize it. In other words, all the stuff that's in the pipes and the tubes and the toilets and the sinks, toilet, I should say, and the sink. You get rid of that and you flush it and get clear water through and flush it all out. Well, something happened with the water pump. The water pump wasn't working. So he couldn't get all the liquids out. So when we took it to the RV place, he said, please do whatever you need to do with this water pump. If you need to replace it, then replace it. If it can be fixed, then fix it. So he gave them the option to do whatever it needs to be done. Well, they had to replace it. So we got a new water pump, $1,700. And then the RV, the generator, the guys say, we are not, we don't typically replace generators here, but we did run it and it ran perfectly fine for the whole day. Now that's what the generator does to us. Some days it will run perfectly, other days we'll turn it on and it'll run for 5 minutes and shut itself off. So we didn't know what the problem was. So long story short, they could not replace the generator. They did not want to replace the generator because they didn't think, and this is pretty good, because they didn't think that was the problem, but they said take it to a place that specializes in generators. So we decided that when we go to Canada, which is very soon, we will not be using the generator. We'll just go to RV parks and we'll have full hookups and we won't have to worry about the generator. The fun thing to do when you're out with your RV though is to boondock. You know, you go to a Cracker Barrel, you park in the back, you turn your generator on and everything's cool. You can't do that now because we have to be sure that this generator is going to work because Nate has the CPAP that he needs to use at night. So we have to be positively sure that the generator is going to work. So we're just going to go to parks. So that's the story on the generator. Today I'm going to go out there and get a little bit of work done, clean up, get it started to get ready for our trips. So that's exciting. Let's see, I think that is it. I think that's all I have to tell you for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. Don't forget to share the video. And most importantly, be kind to one another. It is a rough world out there. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.